Welcome back guys to the Platinum Guide of Rogue Prince of Persia. This is a roguelite action platformer. Most of the trophies in this game will come naturally, but there are a few miscellaneous trophies and a few grindy ones. The platinum time and difficulty will vary depending on how good you are with the platforming sections. It can take anywhere between 20 to 30 hours, but the main time difference will come from the trophies which require you to kill all the bosses without getting hit. Apart from that, just explore everything, every room, make sure you find all the clues and visit all the areas as you progress in the story. Don't worry about the trophies too much for a few runs or till you get used to the game. The trophies will not unlock in the same order as I'll show you in the video, but more or less it will be the same. Also, this is not a 100% walkthrough because that will take a lot of time. So I'll just show you all the trophies and in what order you can get apart from the important. There's no dialogue choices in the game, but still I'll show you where to go and when to go and what to look for. When you kill enemies in the game, you collect soul cinders, the purple item, which is the currency in the game. You need to unlock weapons and medallions and outfits in the game. They are tied to a trophy, while gold which you earn in run is limited to that particular run and is used to buy medallions, weapons and upgrading them in a run. These medallions, they add additional buff to the character and is very important, so just mix and match depending on the weapon you are using. To unlock more medallions and weapons, you need to craft them, and to craft them you either need to fight them in a run or you need a blueprint. These blueprints can be found in the chest, usually inside the door where you can enter, the red door, in some of the biomes or the areas which involve platforming sections to reach to the chest at the end. As you level up in the game, you will unlock skill points which you can use to unlock certain skills. Some of the highly recommended ones are which breaks the aura or the shield when you dive, the Zurvan seals which revives you when you die, additional health potion, and the one which is used to recycle items to give you gold in a run. And the rest is up to you which you want to use, but the above ones are highly recommended. Also, one more thing to note about this game is the dive attack. The game doesn't tell you how to do a dive attack, but you have to jump high and hold X, not the square button, because the main weapon you attack with square, but to do the dive attack you have to jump and then press X and down to do the dive attack. That dive attack breaks the shield on some of the enemies. Apart from that, I'll talk about the weapons. Every weapon in this game has a unique characteristic, so choose wherever suits your playstyle, build your deck accordingly. Be sure also to check out the critical attacks of each weapon and how to use it to your advantage. After you die, you spawn in the Oasis, that is the hub area. You can upgrade your character, craft new weapons and medallions once you have unlocked the specific character. They are part of the story, so I'll show you how to find all of them. This game is RNG, like every area is randomly generated, so they might not spawn at the same location where they have spawned for me. So just look around, explore everything, and you should be good. At any point of time in a game, if you mess up a run while taking a lot of damage, or if you are trying to get the boss kills without getting hit, you can close the game directly and start again. You will spawn right at the start of the location where you were. This makes the no-hit kills on the bosses a lot easier. Later on in the game, as part of the story, you will unlock mind maps, which is basically all the clues you have gathered across all your runs and will guide you where to explore or look for the objectives. Also, try not to button mash through the dialogues because they will tell you where to go next. I've already told you about the enemies with the shield. This is called protective aura. You need to disable that before they can be killed. Also, these enemies, they won't be affected by your kick. The kick can be done with the triangle button. Apart from that, there's 3 elements in the game: resin, fire and poison, and combining any of the two trigger an elemental reaction. You need to do that 500 times for a trophy. So just keep an eye out on the medallions or weapons which gives these additional buffs. They are quite common once you get used to the game and you find two different weapons, like a weapon which deals fire damage, and there's a medallion which spreads resin on the floor when you kick enemies. That makes the elemental attacks very easy. Another trophy to look out for from the beginning is where you need to rescue a girl. I think her name is Daria. There might be a girl or a sheep sometimes when she gets pulled off by the darkness. It only happens when you start in a location. It's completely random. So whenever you see a short cutscene and a girl running towards you, be ready to run and save her. You need to reach at the end and hit the enemy trying to pull her. If you fail to reach in time, just like the boss mode where you have to kill the bosses without taking damage, you can close the game and retry. You need to do that 5 times for a trophy. I've added a clip of one of this incident right here. You can see you have enough time. Even if you get hit quite a few times, you should be able to make it. If not, just close the game and retry again. As I said, this needs to be done 5 times. So just keep an eye out on this. Also at the end, you'll get rewarded by a few medallions or maybe health. But the reward is totally random. Okay, some of the other trophies that will unlock during the course of progression are for killing 10 or 1000 enemies. The trophy is called Rostam Reincarnate. The other one is to climb a height equal to Mount Damavand. The trophy is called Scaling Mount Damavand. I think the total height approximately is around 6,000-7,000 meters in total. And the other one is for running 10 kilometers on ball. These 3 trophies will come naturally. Apart from that, as of making this guide today, 2 of the trophies are still unobtainable. One of them is Master Collector, which is for crafting 9 medallions. As I said earlier, the medallions, you can get it inside one of those doors with red doors where red light is coming out. You need to do certain platforming sections to reach the chest at the end. You might find a blueprint for the medallions pack, or you can find a blueprint for the weapons as well. It's totally random. And the other one is Master Anthropologist, which is for completing 50 objectives for Nantor. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but he's one of the guys you rescue later on in the game. You have to complete a sort of a side quest where you have to return a book to him, and that book contains a bunch of objectives, which is nothing but you have to kill enemies, all the enemies in the game and the bosses certain way or certain number of times. And yeah, that is all the basic information you need right now for the game, and the guide will be updated when the trophies are fixed in the future. As part of the story, you will reach the second area in the game, which is called the Aqueduct, and the trophy will unlock, which is Sliding Heaven. When you die in the game, you will spawn at the oasis, and everything you have collected will be lost unless you use that soul altar. If you have played the tutorial, the game will tell you, you basically find an altar after each level. When you enter a new area, you'll find altar, you'll find health. So when you use the altar, you can see on the top right corner, I have 20 on me. So I did use the altar when I had 20. So those 20 soul cinders are saved as of now. So every time before you die, just make sure you use the altar to send the soul cinders back to the camp, as they're used to craft outfits, weapons and medallions back. And this is the area where you unlock new skill points. The max is 15, and after you finish the main story, you can unlock more skill points if you complete those modified runs. When you start a new run, just press or hold L1 to use your health potion when on full health. That will also unlock miscellaneous trophies, which is called the Thirst Quenched. When you have the secondary weapon equipped, try to use it with the circle button 2 times when you don't have enough energy. You can refill the energy by attacking enemies. You see the yellow or the white bar? That is the energy you need to use the secondary weapon with the circle. So just use it twice when you are low or when you are out of energy to get another trophy. The trophy is why won't it work? And as part of the story, in this area you will reach this NPC named Sukra. This is the NPC who can craft new weapons. For these weapons you need to find blueprints which can be found in the chest, or you can also find them randomly and purchase them from the shop. This is another NPC, Azade. You need to talk to him later on. He will give you an important quest item, a lever, which is used to open something in the second area. When you talk to him, he will give you access to the second starting area, the Hun's camp, and yeah, you will get another trophy for reaching this area. I should have listened to the father. Whenever you reach a new area, try exploring the surroundings. If you can find anything to interact with, just interact with it, like this area here. When you interact with it, you will get more clues. The objective will change here from save the kingdom to find out who has been captured, and you will unlock the new area, Grand Academy. You can access this area on the next run, and now you have unlocked mind map. This was the thing I was talking about earlier. Here you can access all the clues you have found and will tell you what to do. So now you need to find your brother who has been captured and taken by a boss. In the same area, this is the guy, Naamtur. He will give you a side quest, a sort of side quest to get a book of heads. Usually the book will be found in the same area inside one of the rooms in a chest. As you can see right here. Yeah, so before you progress to the next area, make sure you deliver this book back to him. And after talking to him, you will get another trophy, the enemy of my enemy. And he will go back to the oasis. And he's the same guy I was telling you about who has those objectives for you to complete, where you have to kill a bunch of enemies and bosses in different ways. The bug trophy, the master anthropologist, that is the one, but hopefully it will be fixed in the future. I'll show you the location where he is in the camp. From now on, you can access the book when you come to and talk to him. After that, you can progress further to go and fight your first boss in the game. She is called Berude. There's 2 trophies tied to her. You have to kill her, and you have to kill her without taking damage. This boss has 3 or 4 phases. At the beginning, she'll have a shield, so you need to take down the shield. There's 2 ways you can either just continue hitting him or her, or you can use the triangle move, the boulders she spawns, and kick the boulder to hit her. Apart from that, don't worry about killing her without taking damage in the first try. You need to get used to the attack patterns and the movement. As you can see here, I had a pretty good build. I had the weapon buffs, the medallions, which increases the weapon damage, so I killed her pretty quickly. This move you need to dash and jump right at the right time. You can stay here when she throws the boulders at you. Now you can go and attack. This is the second phase. She'll destroy the wall behind you, so that gives you little room to climb on the wall. So just don't try to stay in the middle in the second phase, otherwise you won't have any walls to climb. Wait for her to do the dash move. Now I think there's a second phase. She'll do it thrice, jump and dash, and third time will be very quick, so be ready. Now you can hit or kick the boulder to take down the shield, and yeah, that's how you take her without taking a hit, and should be done. This will give you 2 trophies, Fat and the Furious, and With My Eyes Closed. After killing her, you can access this next area, Tower of Oblivion, where you will get the trophy, a smell of burnt flesh, for reaching this area for the first time. When you reach this area, this is the place where your brother is captured, but you need to find some clues before you can find him. Or maybe you can access. So just explore the area and keep on progressing through the story until you reach this point, Grand Academy, which will give you another trophy for reaching the academy for first time. The trophy is called Brain of Persia. In this area you have to activate 2 lifts to enter the next door or the next area. Now, as part of the story, when you have discovered enough clues, you will be tasked to save your brother. For that you need to take the lever from that guy Azadeh in the village and then come here. If you put the lever on this thing in aqueduct, that will overflow the water and you can open this gate in the Tower of Oblivion to free your brother for another trophy, which is called the Little Prince. After you have freed your brother Shaheen, you can enter the next area, which is the Temple of Fire or Temple of Atar, and you will get the trophy, "O Atar, God of Fire, lend me your strength." As part of the story, the next area you will get to is the gardens for another trophy, Country Stroll. After this area, or the second area, the gardens, there's 2 areas in between a boss fight initially, but after the second boss fight there's only 1 area where you need to, it's like to prepare yourself for the final battle. So this area is the gardens where you unlock another trophy, Country Stroll. After this, in this area you will find this woman Lale in one of the rooms. This is the same woman from whom you can craft the outfits. There is a trophy for crafting 35 outfits in the game, and you need those soul cinders to craft the outfits. Now I'll show you where she is in the camp. Just from the campfire, just go up and left. This is where she is. By the time you are done with the game, you should have 35, but if you hover over those locked outfits, you will know what to do to unlock those outfits. So the next boss fight is Baatar. This has 3 phases. The first phase is quite easy. What he does is those horizontal laser move, and he occasionally shields up and spawns these enemies. You can kick these enemies to deal massive damage to the boss. Also make sure if you are too close to them without hitting, they might explode and do a lot of damage to you. This boss fight is quite tricky as it is long. It has 3 phases, it has multiple range of attacks. This laser moves, initially it's just this laser move once, then he falls down, you can deal damage to him. But in the second and third phase, after he does that laser move, he'll drop down and does the ground slam attack. When he starts twitching like that, you'll know the first phase is over, and then you need to climb up. Ideally, go from the right side because the left side is a bit finicky. And the second phase is similar. He'll spawn these enemies. Now there's 4 of them. See the amount of damage I did there by shooting or hitting those things. This was almost finished the second phase here. He was about to do that laser move, but I fortunately hit him again to end the phase. Again, go up through the right side. This is the final phase. Try to stay in the middle. You see that wall? Just jump up and down to avoid those lasers. And after that, you see that he did that AoE effect or AoE attack after he rose from the fall, and he will have the shield as expected. The laser move now will have 2 phases, and after that he will dodge or jump down and do this attack. So you need to stay on one of the boulders and start attacking him. This did take me around 30 minutes to do. for the no hit kills. And yeah, if you get hit, just like as I said earlier, you can close the game. You need to be very quick in closing the game. Yeah, don't wait till the end. Suppose if you die and you see that animation, if you are too slow in closing the game, your save might get corrupt or you might lose the run. So if you get hit, just close the game and retry to get the no hit kill. Apart from that, once you have fought this boss quite a few times, it will be a cakewalk. And defeating him will give you 2 trophies, just like the usual. And he will give you the boss weapons, the blueprints and everything. After defeating the boss, you will reach the final area, which is the palace. This is the area where you have 4 rooms. In one of the rooms, you will find a key which opens a door to use health before you fight the second boss. And other rooms gives you medallions, weapons or weapon upgrade. Here you will get the trophy for reaching the palace. And after this, you will fight Nogai, its first form, and just like the other bosses, there's 2 trophies tied to him. Bad luck comes in 3s and maximum effort. This boss is quite slow. He does that ground slam move with his hand, a fist punch, which drops the boulders on the ground. Be wary, because if you kick just one boulder at him, he will shoot the same boulder back. But if you shoot 2 at him, he will be stunned. Occasionally he will jump up and do a ground slam move. When he does that, just stay in the corner to the left or right and you won't take the shock damage. This kick move he did, you don't take any damage even if you get hit. Yeah, this doesn't void the no hit trophy. The first phase is quite easy. If you get hit by that kick, he will also do a jump and pound move. Occasionally he will do that move as well. Where he will throw his sword and do a dash move. There again is the boulder move. Be sure to be sure to dodge those boulders as well. Now stay on the right side. Dodge the kick. That's the end of the first wave. In the second wave, he will destroy those 2 pillars, so you won't be able to climb on top of them. So just be careful where you have to dodge his move. This move especially, when he does that move, just stay on top just to avoid them, because it's quite tricky to dodge. You can crouch there or press the down on the D-pad and then jump up to avoid the dash move. All in all, this boss is very easy. He's very slow, so it will take a few tries, but once you are done, you will get 2 trophies. Apart from that, the second phase or the second form of this boss is called Broken Nogai. I'm going to talk about it now, because for the no hit kill, if you close the game and restart to fight him, you'll have to fight this fight again. So every time you need to fight the second boss for the no hit kill, you need to defeat the first form every time, because yeah, this is the same biome. He doesn't die when you kill him here. The worst thing about the second form or getting the no hit kill is you need to fight him every time before you can get to him. Depending on the weapons you have, this fight might take anywhere between 1 minute to 3 minutes. I did not have good weapons. I did not upgrade my weapons in the final area before this boss fight. Apart from that, I had all the 3 elementals, as you can see. That's building the elemental reaction for the trophy master of the elements. You need 500 of that. There you go, he is dead. When he's dead, you can move forward. This is the room where you need the key. The key to this room is found in one of the rooms before that Nogai boss fight. It's not required for anything, it's just you need to kill this boss anyways without getting hit. And this boss is not very tricky. He has 3 phases as well. The most annoying part to dodge is the slam move, where he slams his hand in the ground and you see a spike coming out. Apart from that, it's not too bad. When he spawns these boulders, just jump on top, left, right and up, and try to deal damage to this head. Jump back down again. The first phase, he does this 3 times, and then he will rest. You can hit him in the hand again, and now he will throw this trident. You can simply dodge them by going left and right, or you can kick them as well. This is another move where you can dodge at the right moment. When his first phase will end, he will react like this. The second phase, this was the one I was talking about. He does that 3 times. To dodge this, run away from it and then go back and jump and dodge. That's the way I did every time, and it worked every time I did. So yeah, and he spawns 3 tridents in the second wave and the third wave. This phase, there's 2 lasers and then there's one in the middle, but in the third one, the one in the middle is much faster. You need to dodge very quickly. So I'll show you how I do that in the third phase as well. If you take a hit here, as I said earlier, you need to close the game and fight the first boss again. But if you are done with the no hit kill, you don't have to worry about getting hit. He's almost down to his third phase now. These tridents you can hit, but I'd rather prefer avoiding, because accidentally if you take hit, it might ruin the run. This is how you dodge the third phase. As you can see, the middle one was quite faster than the second phase or the first one. When you kill the boss, you will end up back at the camp and you will get 2 trophies. Goliath is at you and didn't need to get all angry. When you defeat him, you unlock this blueprint for the Ghanta, and you can choose up to 1 of these stones. These stones you can use in the next run or later on to unlock additional skill points. They are nothing but it gives you modifiers. Next up, you unlock this area where you need to find Ferial, your mom, and you'll unlock a trophy. You can find the mom trapped behind these boulders. This won't give you a trophy yet. Now you need to access this area from the other side, and you need to find more clues. So you need to unlock the gate of the warehouse. The warehouse can either be found in the craftsman district. Here if you come to craftsman district, you will unlock another trophy, more work. And for reaching this district, you need to find clue in the academy. In the district itself, you will come across this locked door. It is available in the gardens as well, depending on which area you find first. Once you interact with it, the game will tell you to find clues. These clues are nothing but the symbols you need to find. There's 3 of them. It's random. So the ones which I find might not spawn for you, but you are free to try. So if you go to the mind map, it will tell you where to find all the clues. I've already found one. There's the one, there's the second one, and the third one. So once you have found all the clues, you can press those switches to unlock the door, and that will unlock the trophy. Where did I put my keys? When you enter the door, before you go to your mom or rescue your mom, you need to fight another boss, Kaali. Just like the other bosses, you need to kill him without taking damage as well. For 2 trophies, this boss it's not very tricky. He has this move. Basically, he does 2 swipes and then he teleports back to you and does a 3rd swipe, all in the same direction. And the other one is he will do this other move, like a sharp move towards you, and then a ground slam, and then he will occasionally spawn enemies. But since I was too quick in killing him, as you can see, the second phase is almost over. I had a very good weapon at this point. These enemies he spawns, they die in one hit, so you don't have to worry about anything. These lasers move can be avoided as well. So just like the other bosses, keep on trying. If you get hit, close the game and restart. This will give you 2 trophies: Death Incarnate, Prodigious, and the Marshal, which is for saving your mom or the mom of this character. Every boss has his own unique weapon as well, which he drops. So just equip it, try it, because later on you will have to complete the book where you have to kill the bosses with their own weapons equipped. Once you save the mom, you can complete the run or die and go back to the camp to talk to the characters again to get the new objective, where you have to find Berude, the father of this prince. This trophy, Dip Your Toes, is for reaching this new area, port of Siphon, as part of the story. And then you will find this boss, Altan. This boss is very slow and very easy. I did it in the first try. He does the dash move, the laser move. I am jumping and climbing up, but you can just press R2 and dodge him. This dash move, is very easy to dodge as well. He will only dash to the direction where he's facing. The ground slam move is followed by those boulders. You can hit him with those boulders if you kick them. This water wave will only be once in the first wave, but in the second wave it will be 2, and in the third wave it will be 3. So you'll have to quickly go back to the wall and jump up. The first wave is over and he will have a shield, and just like the other shielded enemies, you can either hit him, throw or kick boulders at him. Avoid these lasers by jumping on top. It should be either 3, 4 or 5 of these lasers. As you can see, I was standing to the right, and as he was facing on the other side, he just dashed to the left. And in the third phase, he does this ground slam move very fast. So if you're not too fast in kicking the boulders, he will spawn or ground slam the ground again to spawn more boulders. So you'll have to be quick in kicking. Be sure to avoid getting hit while you kick the boulders. In the third phase, the attacks are just the same, but the numbers and the speed will just increase. Just like these boulders, it will be 2. The lasers will be either 5, and the speed will increase, and the waves will be, I think, 3. The two trophies tied to this boss is or are Sloth personified and ghost splash around in your bath, which is for killing him and killing him without taking damage. As part of the stories, after you kill the boss and you reach the port of Siphon, you need to find Peroz's friend. You need to interact with this port. It will take you to a new location and talk to that NPC. After you have talked to the NPC, he will tell you to find a door or tell you to find this location where the fighter might be. You need to come here and interact. There will be an interact button here, so just interact with it and the game will tell you to find a lens that will open the door. So once again, when the objective change, you need to get back here and interact with this big boat that will give you the lens, and now you have to go back to open the door again. When you open the door, you will get your next trophy, which is Open Sesame, for opening the door to Peroz's lab. After you open the door, go back to the camp, and when you go back to the camp, you are ready to fight the final boss to get the true ending. You need to interact. There will be an interact button near the camp. I'll tell you where it is, on the campfire here. When you interact with the campfire, the game will tell you, are you ready to replay the last run to get the true ending of the story? Once you do that, complete the game, defeat the final boss, and once you do that, defeat the final boss, you will get the trophy Kingdom Saved. Now we are going to attempt a miscellaneous trophy, which is witch traps, which is for crossing Temple of Atar or Temple of Fire without taking damage from the traps. This area is filled with traps, but luckily you don't have to worry about taking damage from enemies. You just have to worry about these traps. Just take it slow, just walk around. I got this trophy without even knowing. See, these are the traps. I'll just edit some of the sections because I explored this area completely, but you don't have to do that. Just keep following the path. The layout is different every time you start a run, so it should not be the same for you as it is appearing for me right now. Just press the touchpad. You can use this teleporter to fast travel from one location to the other. You will see right here how close the next portal is from the starting point. If you take a right from here, keep going, and now you will see the end is right here. So once you enter the next room, the trophy will unlock. After that, I talked about the elemental trophies earlier. So I'll show you the items I used. I had the poison claw, and the medallions, which gives you 20% chance to burn enemy, and this rare medallion sticky kick, which spawns resins when you kick an enemy. This will quickly increase the elemental reaction you can get for the 500 ones. The trophy is called Master of the Element. You can try it anywhere and should unlock naturally by the time you are done with the game. Kick the enemy first to spread the resin, and then just smash square. You have 20% chance to burn enemies, so that's 1 in every 5 move if you are lucky. you can get the third element involved as well. So when the two elements combine, it triggers a reaction. So it's fire, fire resin, fire poison, or fire and poison. Any of the two elements can combine, trigger a reaction, and it all counts for the trophy. Next up is another miscellaneous trophies where you have to kill 5 enemies at once. The best and easiest way to do this is using the weapon chained dagger, which I just found. The good thing about this weapon is it marks the enemy when you hit them with the square button. So just hit 5 or 6 enemies to lower their health, and if you hit them once, it marks them. And then when you are at the safe distance, just hold square to kill all of them at once. You can also try this in the first area, the village, by rounding 5 enemies and killing them with a special attack of a weapon which has a greater AoE damage, hoping that all of them die in one hit. But I would prefer finding the chained dagger as it's much easier as shown in this video. That's 3 enemies in there. Now you can jump down to find more enemies. That's the 4th one. Be careful of those exploding enemies. Get rid of them quickly before they explode. 5, that's 6 enemies in total. Now just hold square to kill all of them. That will unlock the trophy. Next up is another miscellaneous trophies where you have to craft 15 weapons. This can be crafted at the oasis using soul cinders from this guy Sukra. Now you should only have 2 unobtainable trophies left as of now. One is for crafting 9 medallion sets. These medallion sets, to craft them you need the blueprints, and the blueprints can only be found in one of these red doors. These doors are random and you need to perform these platforming sections, as you can see here, and at the end you will find a chest, and the chest will contain a blueprint for the medallion. And then when you have the blueprint, go back to the oasis or the camp and craft it to get the medallion pack. You need to craft 9 of them, but as of now there's only 8 available. Hopefully there will be a patch in the future that fixes it. After this you should have only the trophies left for completing the books of the pages left, where you have to kill the bosses in certain way. The first challenge in every category is where you have to kill the bosses 3 times. If you kill them, you have to come back to the camp to that guy Namtur and claim the reward. When you claim the reward, only then the second challenge will be unlocked. The challenges for this first boss is quite easy. The second one is for stunning him 5 times with the rocks. As you can see, it's very easy. You can do that in one fight. The third one is where you have to kill him with the Berude's gauntlet equipped. The third challenge is all these boss books is the same. You have to kill them while equipping their own weapon. So as you can see here, I have that gauntlet equipped and I'm fighting it. So that will give you at the third challenge when you defeat him. The fourth challenge is you have to stun him with a rock less than a second after she activates her protective aura. So after she's done with the first phase right here, you have to make sure that there's a boulder ready for you to kick as soon as she regenerates health. As soon as you see that blue shield regenerating after the first phase, just kick the rock to instantly knock her down. And the final one is you have to kill her during a charge attack. The charge attack is the one where she runs from the left or right side. This is much easier if you do it with a ranged weapon like a bow and arrow. Just lower her health all the way down to her last 1 or 2% and just shoot an arrow and she should die in one hit. The challenges for the second boss, the first one is the same. You have to kill him 3 times, and then the second one is you have to break his shield with the bomb crawlers. The bomb crawlers are the enemies it spawns. You just have to hit them with the triangle move. And the third challenge, you have to kill him while his weapon equipped, Baatar horns. So you have to have the weapon on you equipped while you fight him and defeat him. The fourth one is you have to inflict the damage, 2000 damage to Baatar during his magic sweep. You don't have to do all of these, this one in one run. You can do it in multiple, but 2000 is not a lot. The magic sweep, I'll tell you what attack is it. These are the bomb crawlers. When you hit him once, the shield will be broken. Then you have to hit him twice before he regenerates his health or the shield again. During these attacks, the ones which go from left to right, he is immune, so you can't hit him. This is the laser sweep I was talking to you about. So you need to deal 2000 damage, and yeah, this shouldn't take a lot of time. And the last challenge is you have to kill him while he does his corrupted vertical beam attack. The vertical beam attack is the one which he does is after the laser attack in the second and third phase only. But since you have to kill him, you will have to wait till the third wave and wait for his laser beam attack, which is this one, then climb up, make sure his health is low. Since I'm already done with the challenge, I'm not going to attack him. So once he's down and waiting for that attack, you have to kill him then, not after he's done with the attack. The third boss we are going for is Altan. The first one, the usual, is you have to kill him 3 times. The next challenge, the second one, is for kicking 9 falling rocks on him, which is very easy. You know what to do. The third one, like the rest of the bosses, you have to kill him while having his tool Altan's bracelet equipped. These tools you have, you can craft them after you get the blueprint when you defeat the bosses. And the fourth challenge is you have to deal 999 damage to Altan during his maelstrom attack. This one is the maelstrom attack where he fires the laser moves. Instead of jumping up as I was jumping, you can just press R2 to just dodge on top of him from side to side and do the attacks from top. And the last one is kill Altan during his rush attack. That is again very easy. His rush attack, where he dashes forward, you can either use a ranged weapon or you can just take damage and stand in the way and kill him. But make sure the last attack which kills him comes during the time he is dashing. The next boss is Kaali, and the second challenge for him is you have to deal 4000 damage using our invocations. Invocations are the enemies that he spawns during his phases. These enemies, they die in one hit, so you will have to be very careful. You might take damage. You can do this in 2 runs if you want. Some enemies, they will throw bombs, but I think the bomb crawlers which explode on contact, they do the most damage. So you need to do 4000 damage for that, for this challenge. The third one is for killing while having a weapon equipped, Kaali's scythe. The fourth challenge is to kill her while she is burning. To do that, you have to find a weapon like I have right now. I think I have a weapon which inflicts burning. As you can see, once you have the weapon, reach the boss and then make sure the final blow is from the weapon which inflicts burning, and she is burning while she dies. And the final challenge is very easy. You can get it while going for the no hit run. You have to kill her while being on full health. The next boss is Nogai. The second challenge for him is you have to throw a rock while Nogai is sending the first one back. So once he does this first move here, you have to kick the rock, and then when he's going to kick back the rock at you, you need to kick the second rock at him again. So you have to time this right. It will take a few tries, but if you time it perfectly, you should get it. The third challenge is you have to kill him while his weapon Plague Bearer equipped. And the fourth one is you have to deal 1000 damage during his corrupted beam attack. The corrupted beam attack, as you saw, is the one where he goes up like this. You can use the chain dagger which we use in the combo trophy, or you can climb up the pillar. You can also climb and sit on those poles sticking out of the columns in the middle, and then jump up at the right time to deal damage. It's only 999 damage, so or 1000 damage. It shouldn't take too long. So the last challenge for this boss is you have to throw the same rock 2 times in a row. So when you kick the rock at him, he will throw the rock right back at you. So you need to kick the same rock 2 times. That should complete the challenge. Once you are done with this game, there's only one trophy left for you, which is for completing this page of the final boss, Broken Nogai. The first challenge is you have to kill him 3 times. The second one, you have to deal 4000 damage to his hand, which is very easy. The hands are right there. Just deal damage 4000 in a run. You should get it. The third challenge is you have to kill him while having his weapon equipped, which is the Plague Bearer, along with the 2 corrupted medallions. Be sure you have the 2 corrupted medallions at the same time as his weapon. The fourth one is you have to throw a trident back at him 3 times. The trident move is the one where he fires those arrows. These are the ones. You just have to press triangle at the right time. You don't have to hit the boss with it, you just have to throw it back. And the final challenge is you have to kill this boss without any corrupted item. Corrupted item includes the corrupted weapons, corrupted medallions, or any of the boss weapons. Even if you have the boss weapons, it won't count. So just make sure you have normal weapons and none of the corrupted items. Apart from this, you should only have 2 trophies left, one for crafting all the medallion packs and one for Master Anthropologist, which is completing 50 objectives. These 2 trophies are bugged right now, but once the game is patched, I will update my guide, and yeah, hopefully everything else was on point, and hopefully my guide was helpful to you. If it did, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one.